Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Curious Expedition with Zebu Nation. Now when last we left off, we saw the famed Nobel Prize winning scientist Marie Curie lead an expedition into the heart of darkest Africa. Now she didn't exactly gain much from that expedition. She gained a little bit of money, she gained a little bit of fame, but really what she gained was experience. And I went on to record another couple of sessions with Marie Curie. Unfortunately, I had some technical issues with the game. There was some issues, the screen kept going black and things like that. And so I tried to quit and restart and go back into the expedition, but this game is very much an auto-save type of game, and so I couldn't reset my progress. I had to continue on. And some things happened, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to use this expedition as a test expedition. So that's what I did. I went on, and I kind of learned a little bit of the mechanics of the game, and a little bit of, you have to push yourself in this game. You can't be too conservative or you'll never get anywhere. So it's kind of like an XCOM style game when you think of it. You have to push your adventurers to the limit and even risk losing some in order to get the big rewards. So let's take a look at the Hall of Fame and see where we finished. I finished with 580, what do they call this score? I guess fame. 580 fame. And I died on the 6th mission. So not a great expedition, honestly. But I did learn a lot, so hopefully we can put that to use in this next episode. So here we are. Let's start a new game, a new expedition. And we have a new scientist, or a new explorer here that we opened up. At least one, I think just one. But we'll go random again and see who we get. Random explorer, let's go. Welcome back to the Explorer's Club, old friend. Have you heard that we are building a statue to honor our most famous members? Word is that you have a good chance of seeing your likeness on that statue. However, I'm afraid to tell you that you are not the only one. You and your rivals have 6 expeditions to prove who is the most famous explorer in our club. Yes, that accent did change many times. Now go, adventurer waits. Alright, so here we are. We got Amelia Earhart. We have our new personality, Mary Kingsley. I am not familiar with Mary Kingsley. We'll see who that is. Isabella Bird and Harriet Tubman. So we got a ladies' adventure club here. So let's continue with the standard style expedition and move forth. Alright, I still don't know who I am, but everybody else seems to be going this direction. We got the Tiki Taka Drylands. They have one tree and one something else, one campsite maybe, or the Opulent Jungle, which is basically the same. Let's go to the Drylands. Alright, after a good night's rest, I hurried to the harbor. The crew had preparations left to do, so I took some pleasure envisaging, that is an excellent word. So I took some pleasure envisaging my name in the newspapers. An affluent foreigner named Sir Dahir Ilmahed arrived at the docks. He explained that he originated from the area of our upcoming expedition before joining an expedition to come to London. He had thereafter settled and invested here and requested that I find his wife in his former village and guide her to London. That sounds like a pretty honorable request. Let's do that one. Escort the villager to London. Alright, I accepted this request to find and return his wife. He nodded thankfully and wished us luck. Alright, no problem. So here's our first expedition. We got the fur coat guy, who is probably, was it Stanley or somebody like that? Let's see, who is it? Nope. Roald Amundsen. Not familiar. He must be a famous explorer or something. Anyway, I heard enough sea shanties to fashion my own opera several times over, so I was relieved when we reached land of our imminent adventure. The foreign landscape beckoned us to explore. Ooh, all right. So, we have snowshoes, but we're in the drylands. So let's access the old ship storage here. Let's put those away. I don't think we'll need snowshoes. Tickets, a trading item used at polar stations. So our fur coat guy is a polar explorer, and our first adventure is in the drylands. So he does have a shotgun. That's excellent. Usable in combat, allows a special dice combo. Outstanding. We got some climbing gear if we run into any mountains. We, of course, have our chocolate rations. I insist we secure the best possible tools for the quest that faced us. Careful preparation would be critical to our trek. However, I could not shake the feeling that the captain wanted me to leave post-haste. So since we are in the drylands, let's grab some water. I still haven't... I've been in the desert once, so that used water, but I don't know if the drylands actually use water or not. So anyway, let's begin our glorious expedition. Thankfully, the rich foreigner had indicated the location of his former village on our map. I was curious to see if we would find his beloved there. All right, let's continue. So that's good. There's the native village up there. Let's head out this direction. Okay, I'm going to take a drink of water after that. I nearly coughed into the mic something fierce. Alright, so we have our village up here. We're not going to stay the night. Not going to stay the night, especially with all these question marks in the area. But we are going to enter the village. Maybe we can recruit somebody. I don't even know who's in our party yet. I haven't checked that. Anyway, this evening we reached a village. The native appeared to be a group of skilled scouts. We approached the village. We were immediately approached by a native. She introduced herself as Sixax. I'm going to call her Sixax. She introduced herself as Sixax. It transpired that she was the wife we were asked to escort back to London. Without further ado, she happily joined our trek and began to show us around the village. All right. So we got a native shaman. All righty. The villagers seemed to be very happy about our appearance and welcomed us with open arms. We seem to be very popular in this region. All right. So, we got 2 dogs. We got Roland. We got Ryovihivics. All right. We're going to call him Ryo for now until we figured out the pronunciation there. So that's 1, 2, 3... I think we're full, so I don't think we need to recruit just yet. We don't really have anything to trade at the moment. So let's just leave the village before we wear out our welcome. In a heartbreaking ceremony, Sixax said farewell to her tribe. As we moved on, she mentioned that she would like to visit a holy shrine in the vicinity to receive blessings for her travel. She marked the location of the shrine on our map. Alright, so we got plenty of stuff right now to visit. 42 to there, 18 to there. 12 to here. So let's go here. This is just straight across the drylands here, so no problems there. And we found a cave. We don't have any torches for the cave. Alright, let's take a look at our people before we do this. So we've got Roald Amundsen. He has pretty good set of dice. He's pretty balanced in terms of dice. He's got some these are kind of like perception dice and mental dice and defense dice and aid or help dice. Let's see. Escort the villager to London and Arctic Explorer. Reduce movement costs in the deep snow. Then we have Rio. Not quite as many dice as our lead explorer, but we can promote. So let's see. Animal capacity 2 increases inventory size for all pack animals. capacity +2. So that's why we've got so much capacity. So that's level 2 already, I think. And then good reputation. Start each expedition with a standing bonus. Or maybe if we promote them, level up to gain this perk. Okay, so we have animal capacity 1 right now. So we'll promote, get to animal perk 2. So there we go. Now look at all this capacity we got. We can carry stuff 4 days. We have Sixek, who, you know, native shaman, doesn't really do much for us. She's just an extra character. Does not use up character slots. Okay, that would have been good to know. And then we have Archie, the husky, level 1. Lots of good fighting stats going on here. Fighting dice, I should say. 6 toughness, 3 capacity. And then Lara, another husky, pretty much the same. So, we're looking pretty good. Escort villager to London. Yes, yes, yes. Do we want to go in the cave in the dark? You know, you need, I think, the sight rolls, or else you get lost in the cave. I don't know that I want to risk it this early in the mission, but we have already spent a lot of movement to get here. I don't know. We can come back. We can come back. So let's go to this place. Enter the stone circle. We come across a stone circle that was obviously man-made. There were inscriptions etched into the earth, into each rock. Perhaps they formed a kind of map. Let's reveal the ruins. Alright, our people are speaking to us in different languages, so I can't quite understand what they're saying, but, you know, good enough. So, did we reveal anything of interest? Not really. Just this place that we already knew about. Alright, so let's eat some rations so that we can get there. It's going to take 2 of our climbing gear and 37 sanity to get there, so it better be worth it. Let's travel. Let's advance. Here we are. Let's examine this shriney shrine. We stood before a temple comprised of huge stones. All manner of plant life grew towards the sun. Low-hanging vines partially concealed the entrance that led within. The building was cold to the touch. How very interesting. Uh-oh. You know what this is? Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. We quietly looked around the majestic hall. An altar illuminated with breathtaking ambiance stood atop a plinth. Golden necklace. Golden mask. Now, question is, do we take this stuff or not? Like, every time we take it, we, like, destroy the region. Yeah, let's take it. We're taking it. -3 standing. I would not leave empty-handed. The artifact would sit atop the altar no longer. I stepped into a cold pocket of sorts. I could see my own breath crystallize in the air, and every breath was like tiny needles were being jammed into my nose and throat. Okay, so let's eat the rest of our rations. Got another question mark up here. Don't know how to get there just yet. So let's go here and see what we find. New region discovered. Alright, alright. So here is a waterfall. Can we get there? I don't know. No, we cannot get there. So we're kind of up against it here. We are definitely up against it. All right. I'm going to eat our last chocolate bar. Gain 10 sanity. It's not going to get us very far, but it'll get us a little farther. Still don't have anything to trade, so All we can do is kind of move forwards. I would have liked to investigate. Oh, explore. Duh, there's a big explore button. The waterfall was something to behold. It was an awe-inspiring sight. The water cooled the air, creating a fresh breeze. We don't need to refill our water. What happens if we rest overnight? Kleptomania? We decided it would be a good idea to stay here to catch our breath. Our morale was low as we sat by the campfire. Some time ago, I conversed with Rio about the marvels of home and its abundance of luxuries. I'm unsure if it was a good idea, since he seemed to have become obsessed with the topic. Not a good idea. So we rested for 5 days, and that increased our sanity quite a bit. That's pretty good. After days of rest, we still enjoyed the peaceful hum of the falling water. The falls were glorious. So this is where you start to worry about your expedition and how much time you're taking. But from what I've seen is that, I mean, you get extra points for being the first one to find the Golden Temple. And that's really what the expeditions are all about, is finding those Golden Temples. Everything else is kind of gravy. So let's rest overnight once again. But every time you rest, every time you camp, you've got a chance of something weird happening. So, like our man becoming kleptomaniac. Anyway, we prepared camp and allowed everyone to rest. The mood was buoyant as I ordered wood to be gathered for a fire. I laid awake and listening to the dark wildlife surrounding me. It had me wondering if there was a way to foresee the kinds of curses that awaited me when entering the forsaken temples in these lands. Maybe if I paid special attention to each temple's aesthetic, I could gain a better understanding. Okay. So we rest for another few days, get up to 99 sanity. Alright, so now we can trek forward. After days of rest, we still enjoyed the melodic tone of the falling water. It was truly a beautiful place, but everyone on their feet, a new day awaits. Let us leave. Now, we've probably ruined our status with the natives by destroying their temples and whatnot, stealing their artifacts, and freezing over their land, but we still might want to go back there at some point. Alright, so let's head up here. I don't know what this blue is, so let's go one short of it. We gotta go around the ice, but you know what? We're Arctic explorers, so this might actually be good for me. Oh, we got an elephant herd. Okay, so they're blue, but there's a red up here, which I don't like. There's a lot of mountains. We don't have a lot of space to go. So let's see if we can sneak around the elephants. Don't want to run into them. Got a curiosity here, but it's in the middle of some red, so we might have a fight coming up. Ooh, a shipwreck. Oh, there's an angry gorilla. We do not want to attack the gorilla. We will explore. Alright. Today we made a fantastic discovery. Before us laid a mysterious, almost completely destroyed shipwreck. Look at that, over there it is. Interesting. Anyway, it remained a mystery to me how it could have ended up in this place. Time had certainly taken its toll on this once majestic vessel. I made an effort to identify the name, Fancy. This area was marked heavily by animal tracks, and I had to keep moving or end up as someone's dinner. So we run the risk of having to fight the gorilla, but let's search the area. The place surely retains some trinkets of worth. We formed small teams and scoured the place. Let's loot. Oh, yes. So we got a treasure map, a shovel, and some dynamite. That's awesome. Take all of that. As we left, we became aware that our presence had attracted ravenous wildlife. Oh, we got hyenas and gorillas. Let's not attack any of them. Let's just skedaddle, if possible. There we go. There we go. We're looking good. Left click to use when diary is closed. does that mean? Is the diary not closed? Left click to use when the diary is closed. Okay, that didn't do anything. So we're low on rations again, and let's zoom out on the map a little bit. We've looked a lot of places, man. That temple has got to be around here somewhere. The other thing that I found out is that you do not need to go back to the ship. When you find the temple, like, that's it. The mission ends. So let's travel. Okay, there it is. Now we're going to be a little psychotic when we enter the temple. 40% chance, but let's explore. Alright, a marvel of intelligent endeavor. The golden pyramid was ours to reach. Victory! Look at that, golden pyramid. We did not see one of these in our previous adventure, at least not on camera. I saw one, but this is going to help our status immensely. Let's enter the pyramid. After weeks of traveling, great joy overcame me. I knew that the name Roald Amundsen would go down in the annals of world history. For fame and glory, let us enter. There we go, success. So look at that, we got 100 for the golden pyramid, 50 for the new world bonus, 200 speed bonus, so we got it first place, and then 360 total fame. So there you go, a huge improvement. Now I'm going to take a pause here, and I'm gonna open the report, and I'm going to copy and paste that report so you can look at it later should you want to. And we're back. Okay, so let's finish the expedition and see what we got. So there we go. I wish I had a dog like that. This is simply superb. Now, Mary Curie had the perk where she could choose from 5 different things, so that was very cool. Let's see. He can only choose from 3. Roald, so we got wound treatment, health regeneration, that's good. Ruffian receives an additional attack die. Or climber, reduce movement costs when crossing hills. You know, a lot of this stuff might make us less reticent to attack. So I'll take the ruffian. So there we go. Amelia Earhart returned home 391, 394. Look at that. We got all the way up into 2nd place. Now the golden mask. If we trade it in, then we'll be first. So because I figured out how to do it. You got gift goes to the museum, sell goes to the auction, and keep just goes back into your inventory. So I figured that out. So as you can see, we can get 40 fame, or 40 funds, or 70 fame. Let's go with the 70 fame. Give that a gift to the museum. And there we go. We are now in 1st place. And then in order to restock your adventure, you need cash. And so we shall sell the golden necklace for some extra funds. And there we go, for Queen and Country. Now up here you can see we've got 70 funds, 430 fame. So there we go, continue. Alright, so here we are at our next expedition, and I'll end the episode there and get ready for our 2nd expedition into the wilds. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'm going to ask you to click the like button, something I never done before. And also subscribe if you'd like, because I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year. That'll let me know that, maybe some people are watching. But more importantly, what I'm really after is that 100 subscribers will let me have my own unique URL for my YouTube channel, so that people don't have to go to YouTube/blah-blah-blah-blah-blah-blah. Instead, they can go to YouTube/ZebuNation. So that way it'll be, easier for everybody, and I can actually tell people about my channel and say, hey, here's my channel, instead of having to just send people links through Twitter. Is the only way I can really tell people about my channel. So there you go. Please like and please subscribe. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.